Well, hello, Mystic Travelers. Today, I'm going to teach you about a really essential part of being part of the Mystic Travelers group. It's called the Mystic Travelers Journal. And it's a method that I learned quite some time ago by one of my favorite art authors named Sarah Benbronick, in which she had people not only read her book, but get themselves an artist journal and start compiling information about themselves. She called it an excavation of your authentic self. And quite frankly, it's one of the things on my spiritual journey that just made a huge difference in my life by taking the time to figure out what it was that I loved about me. And I still have this. I think I wrote it, started working on it, probably, I think the first entry was 1999. And here I am 21 years later, and I still look back at this and look at the things that I entered in there. Oops, let me put in there, like things that I liked about my home, places I wanted to go someday. I put little bits of fabric and stuff in there that I just liked, but I didn't know why. So it really, it gave me a lot of joy to put things in and then write about why I liked it and what appealed to me about it. It helped me to learn more about what was authentic to me. So now I've taken her idea, reframed it a little bit for modern sensibilities, for the mystical journey that we're on together. And I've added another piece about healing and creating the life that you desire. So not only are we using this as a method to, number one, figure out what it is you like and why you like it and why you are the way you are, and what fits and what doesn't, and what you want to get rid of, all of that stuff. But we're also going to look forward to doing some healing through forgiveness and building our manifestation technologies through gratitude and so much more, so that you have an entire book. The intention here at the end is for you to have an entire book or online record of who you are really and where you want to go from here. So today we're going to talk a little bit about what the journal is structured like, how we put it together, how you use it, and then I'll explain how we're going to be using it moving forward as we go together in the Mystic Travelers journey group. So, one moment, I'm gonna share my screen. Okay. The Mystical Traveler's Guidebook. This is an instruction manual for your journey of self-discovery. And as it is, it's part of our Mystic Journey Traveler's Journey group. And we're calling it your Mystic Traveler's Journal. So again, what it is. It's a physical or online journal where you'll record the history and details of the authentic and powerful life that you are creating. So we're looking back, we're looking at where you are, and we're looking at where you want to go moving forward. Why it's important. You'll discover what is truly authentic about you. You'll decide who it is you want to be. And it's really about falling in love with who you are. There's two main sections that we'll be working with in your journal. One is called the discovery section and the other is called the creation section. So in your discovery section, you'll have bits about authentic success, authentic style, your spiritual journey, your house of belonging, relationships, entertainment, what you want someday, and mystery. In the creation section, we'll talk about truth, forgiveness, intention, intuition, gratitude, and faith. So let's take a look at what those two sections entail. First of all, let's look at our discovery section. So in this section, you'll have authentic style, how you feel most comfortable, how you look your best, the fabrics, colors, and combinations that you adore. Uh, I discovered that I really liked flowy, easy, comfortable fabrics. That jeans are good, but they're not as comfortable as a nice pair of soft pajamas, things along those lines. Authentic success. You'll look at the ways you've succeeded before and what success really means to you now. One of the greatest things I think is looking back in your history, going, well, there was a moment that I had of success, and here's what it felt like, and here's what was happening for me at that time. And where do you want to be 10 years from today? There'll be things in that section that you'll be discovering. Entertainment. The elements of the arts that attract, entertain, invigorate, or generally make you feel good. I love hearing someone sing a song that's meaningful to them. I love watching people at the ultimate moment of their success, and those kind of moments make me cry. I love film noir. So this will really kind of be digging into the things that you love about entertainment and why they're, and make you feel good and discover why they're important to you. Relationships. We'll be looking at the elements of the ideal relationship, including romantic, family, and friends. The house of belonging. This one in my old discovery journal, this one is quite a prominent section of, oh, you can't see it, but bookshelves and comfortable cushions and vine-covered cottages, things that just really, wood. Why do I like different shades of wood or paint? All of those things that make your dream home a place where you would really feel comfortable. We'll talk about mystery, the things that you love that you don't know why. One of the things that I discovered that I love is Victorian style. I don't know why. It just always appealed to me. Different things that you love and you don't really have a reason for, but you just always loved it. I love little boxes. I don't know why. I collected dragons. I discovered I was collecting angels. And so those were the kinds of things that they're a mystery to me. And yet now, years later, as I look back on it, I realize why it was there and why it was important to me. We'll look at someday, your dreams and goals for the future, the life that you want to create, the things that you intend for your life. And then finally, your spiritual journey. We'll talk about the concept of the divine that you were raised with and the spiritual beliefs and practices that you have now. It's a place for you to really just pick and choose what works for you, what doesn't, and to craft your own spiritual journey. And then going into the creation section, this is where we do the healing. And this is where we take the information that we've learned in the discovery section to truly create what we desire. So we talk about gratitude, why you need it, how small things lead to big results, how to live it. And we use gratitude in conjunction with faith. And so in faith, we'll talk about how to keep it, how to see it, how to live it. And then, of course, we'll use that with gratitude. Then we have the intuition section, how to grow it, how to trust it, how to use it. We'll probably talk about times when your intuition paid off and how you knew what was important for you. And then we'll talk about the intention section, which goes along with intuition, how to say it, how to set it and forget it, how to release it. And then the forgiveness section. I have 3 rules for forgiving. How to know when it's time to forgive, letting go, and to use that with your own spiritual truth. And then finally, in the truth section, how to know your truth, how to speak your truth, how to live your truth, how to write down your truth and what it is for you. And so all of this combined is this intention of, let me be truly intentional about creating the life that I adore, that feels authentic to me, that feels right and fits. Let's get rid of all of the stuff that it doesn't fit anymore. So materials that you're going to need for this journey. If you're doing a physical journal like this one, or you're going to want to get an artist's journal. You can get them at Walmart. They're about $5. But get yourself something that's big and blank that you can use your colored pens in. You can use your glue stick. You're going to want scissors, magazines, newspaper, and then if all else fails, if you've got a good printer, you're willing to find pictures on the internet and print them and put them in your book, then great, do that too. For the online, you'll definitely want to look at Pinterest. This is where I keep my online journal. Google Docs or Word, a good search engine. You're basically going to want to create a place on your computer where you can store everything together and look at it. So what that looks like for you is really up to you. You can create a file folder and put everything together. You can create a Word document or a Google document. You can keep it all together on Pinterest and leave it at that. Whatever works for you is best. I highly suggest that you do a Google Doc so that you can continue to add to it and save it, and paste pictures and put pictures in there and put writing in there, things along those lines, so that you have it all together in one spot. But it's up to you. Use your creativity. You can do a combination of both. But the most important thing is to keep it all together so that you have a book or a document that's all about you. Let's talk about some tips. One, have fun with this, but take it seriously. This is a journey to find you and who you really are and what you're all about. So take it seriously, but make it fun. Pay attention to your energy. If you're not in a good place when you're working on it, see how you feel as you're working on it. Does it make you feel better to go in and feel these, or does it make you feel down? We want this to be a positive experience. So if you're feeling like it's drudgery and it's not fun, then step away from it and come back to it later when you're in a better frame of mind. Enjoy your discovery. I find that there's so much that I learned about myself, and it made me more curious about, well, why do I move this way? Why do I feel this way? What's up with this? Why is that going on? So really enjoy the unraveling of all of the emotions and information that you're discovering. Check in, ask questions. Again, if you come across something that you like, ask that question. Why do I like that? Why is that important to me? Where did that come from? Maybe you won't have an answer, but then maybe the answer is really, really intriguing. So be sure and check in with yourself and ask questions as you're going through. Make it yours. You can retitle the chapters. You can just make it uniquely you. If you don't like a word, put another word in. Make it something that you have truly created with this framework that I'm providing you. Ask for help. I'm here as your resource. And so if there's something that you need to unpack or something that you need to understand, or if you want to explore a little bit more, check in with me. Send me a message, ask me a question, maybe ask other people in the group as well in our chat and say, I found this, what's this like? I think one of the most valuable things that I've discovered is, as I've gone through, is that the help from people who are on this journey with you is invaluable. So be sure and ask for help. And remember who this is for. It's for you. And it's okay to be selfish and take this time for you, because you're well worth it. And remember why you're doing it. I have reasons why I think you should do it, but really take some time and figure out what it is about this that's a valuable practice for you. Write it down. Pay attention to that. So this is going to give you some instruction on how to get started with the Discovery Journal. What will be happening in the Patreon group going forward is whenever I have something that's to go in your Discovery Journal, and just about everything I'm going to be doing is going to find a place in the Discovery Journal, I'll tag it with Discovery Journal, or I'll make a tag specifically for the Traveler's Journal, so that whenever you go in to Patreon, you can just look for items on that tag. And yeah, we'll be combining this with a study of universal law And as we're going through our study of universal law, there will be plenty of information for you to record and learn about you. So enjoy it. If you have any questions, always reach out, and we will see you soon. I'd love to see pictures, by the way. Be sure and share in the chat group what you've discovered, what you're creating, and how this is going. Talk to you soon.